Pô, 12 inscritos só.
Não é essa não.
Não? Então tá vendo? The Hostcast. Pô, cara, que medo. Assim? Deixa eu ver. Ah, aqui achei. And we showed the world that we can be in a flip flops, meditating in the sauna, and still one first place globally. So I think that's kind of what we're trying to show the world here is how to do a new way of building businesses, which is fundamentally healthy incorporation. And we recently launched an institute called Floripa Institute of Technology. That's where a lot of our educational arm and our research and development arm is being developed, and that's where we are mostly building digital economy development in Floripa. So we started a petition. If you haven't signed it, to operate on the cloud and access. A lot of our friends left, and we're convincing them that's still good here and they should come back. But we're also welcoming gringos that want to live the good life, but also don't want to feel like in that gray zone of I'm here, but I'm not because I don't want to pay Brazilian taxes. So that is the goal of Floripa 10. And we're still very early days, but we will build this into a physical economic zone, which we really want to position here in Brazil. And until we do so, we work a lot with partners like Prospera and other jurisdictions to simulate what our digital economic zone will turn up to be. Founder House is building way more than a house, but it's a whole ecosystem. We see that our innovation hub is the community of Jurerê, the whole neighborhood, and not just this building. And this is just our clubhouse. So this is where kind of is our country club. We come, we do a sauna, massage chairs, some red light therapy because you got injured. You'll have a coffee, a beer, and we do events like that. But we're building way more than just that. We're building an ecosystem. If you want to associate yourself with the club, we are invites only, but because you guys are already here, probably you fit the profile, you can apply and get referred by a current member. And the whole business of Founder House ecosystem, including the clubhouse itself, is decentralized. So I'm just one of the owners of Founder House, but every single member becomes active owner of the business, and the assets of the business are also part of that. So you're literally going to be 300 owner of this physical house here in Jurerê. And if you ever want to leave the club, you can sell your token to the next founder that's in the waiting list. So it works a lot like a country club. Invite only, and members can join by addition. Before we go into our talk, we just want to figure out who is in the room and kind of get to know each other. So I'm going to go very quickly around the room. Tell your name, where you're from, and what brought you here. And if you don't stop in 30 seconds, I will cut you off. So let's start with you. Just stand up so people can see you. Name, where you're from. If you don't speak English, you can also practice your English, or you can try in Portuguese. Nome, da onde você é? O que você está fazendo aqui? De pé.
So we are live. We're gonna pass the microphone, okay?
Just pass the microphone.
Eu vou pegar minha cola.
30 seconds. You don't need to time yourself. I will time you. Your time is up.
Hi, Daniel. I am from Brazil. I am some senior full stack engineer with a more than year of experience. I work with several stacks, backend, front end, being focused on blockchain, Web3, and artificial intelligence. Have done Wage Plus hackathons, including at NASA, Space Apps, Win, and second place and our Kronos hackathon. I here to meet people, learn learn what you're building with AI, and share a bit of what I'm doing. Thanks.
Perfect. Please get up.
Hey everyone, I'm Zug. I'm from Floripa. I work with security for blockchain native companies. And what brought me here is that I've been focusing a lot of my time on improving my own OpenClaw setup and been trying to help the ecosystem move forward that. Really like the movement of prompt nights, and it's very good to see friendly faces playing with the same toys. That's it.
Hello everyone, my name is Adriano. I'm from Porto Alegre. I live here for 8 years. I work for both two governments right now. I'm a software engineer. I am here since the beginning. I've been in all NASA Space Apps Challenge all the years, and what brought me here was OpenClaw, and I want to know about how it can help me in my setup, and that's it.
Hey everyone, I'm Jasper, originally German, but grew up in Hong Kong, Paris, and London, and been traveling for the past 2 years as a digital nomad, and here in Floripa for a couple months. I work as a data scientist for a startup in the US. We're building synthetic like personas that can help with market research and simulations of campaigns and events. And really looking forward to meeting you all and understanding what makes Floripa such a cool hub.
Hi everyone, my name is George. I'm a member of Team Founders House. I'm responsible for all the automations and gadgets you can find in this place. So obviously OpenClaw has become a huge part of it. So that is it.
I'm going to introduce our next team member that you can see, which is Claudinho. Can you please introduce him?
Yeah, Claudinho is our OpenClaw. It's founder one, actually, the name, but Claudinho is his nickname.
Hello everyone, I am Otávio. I live in Florianopolis for 20 years, and I work with data and IA, and I love Founders House, and I appreciate you all I don't know como. Eu estou muito feliz de todos estarem aqui.
Hey everyone, my name is Tomas, full stack developer, currently between jobs. First time in Floripa. It's gorgeous here. I mean, my God. Staying in a Novo Campeche right now. But digital nomad, remote, working on some projects on my own, and exploring, what I'm gonna do next, basically. First time at the Founder House, but this is really cool. Nice to meet everyone.
Everybody, I'm Jan from Germany originally. Floripa for 6 years already, living here on and off. I run 3 cloud bots, 1 crypto trade bot, 1 for a company, just managing a lot of internally, and I'm gonna do a little bit of demo later for it as well. And the personal one, which I just experiment with. Right now, his job is to find out my humor and send me 3 jokes every day, and I guide it towards. It's not getting very good, but yeah, that's my thing. And yeah, and CTO at Sonic here with my co-founders. And we met also here at Founder House, so we have some story. Yeah.
So they met in Founder House. So founders, they're like out of the ecosystem. That's sick, right? Like international Brazilian match.
Nice. Hey everyone, my name is Eugene. Yeah, digital nomad. Been traveling for a couple of years now. Been to Florianopolis a couple of times. Work for an AI company in the States, doing AI agents using OpenClaw. Actually, yeah, we're trying to figure out how to integrate that into the organization, how to make organizations agentic, you know, and kind of prepare people for this next kind of wave of agent engineering, I guess. Yeah, so that's me.
Hi, my name is Giveldina, nickname G. I'm founder Zonic AI for clinics and CMO Zonic.
Hey, I'm Thais. I'm a partner at Zonic, which just came up because Paloma created Founder House, because I met Jen. So Giovanna and Jen are my co-founders. Luca works with us also. Yeah, that's it. So thank you again. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here or have a company.
I would love to take the credit, but no.
I'm Luca. I was born here in Florianopolis. I also live here, and I work for Zonic as a junior developer. And what brought me here? They invite me.
Hi, my name is Bruno. I'm from Joinville. I had a tech company once, and I sold it 3 years ago. So I moved to São Paulo and worked there 2 years for my earnout time. And then I finished and finally moved to Florianopolis. Now I'm living here in Jurerê. It's a pleasure to be here. I do sales consulting, or I have a class for revenue growth, so I can help you to grow your revenue. Thank you.
Hello, guys. It's my first time here. My name is Vitor. I'm born here on Florianopolis and live here too. So currently I'm building Mira. That is a copy trade hyperliquid based. It's a new project that I'm working now. I just broke up my old company on last weekend, so this is a new company that I'm doing now. And I'm here because I really think OpenCloud is really cool, but I want to see real use cases that make sense to pay a lot of tokens. So I'm just to know more about this ecosystem.
Hello everyone, I'm Anderson. I'm live here in Palhoça. I'm born in São José, and I'm full stack developer. I'm here because my friend invited me to know more about OpenClaw. I'm searching on me, but know more with others is the best. Can talk and then understand more. Yeah. I think it's so. Yeah. Thank you.
Hello. Hola, 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 hola.
That's just for ads. You're doing live transmission.
Okay. Hello. So where's this? I have to work.
Yeah, just because people want to hear you.
You're filming it, so you need to use.
Oh, okay. People are hearing this from all across the globe.
So I am Federico in Brazil. Fred. I started 2 companies in the big B2B space, one technology, one staffing. I left everything about a year ago to start a sabbatical in things not related to code or business, but the AI pulled me in again, very interested to see where the world is going. So I'm here learning and making connections, also looking forward to do something new.
Hey guys, nice to meet you. My name is Igor. I'm the founder of Red Hall, a startup company focused on body scan technology, and we are developing a product right now applied for the fashion industry. I'm Brazilian, from Brasilia, the capital. Been here for 3 years now, and I'm here today to, make connections and to know you all.
Hi everyone, my name's Laurie. I'm from Liverpool in England. I live in Lisbon in Portugal, but I've adopted Floripa as my home until June and will probably be back next year as well to base myself between the two. What do? I spent 20 years in the corporate world specializing in digital transformation, but now I'm founder and CEO of Mindless Academy. So what we do is partner with universities and employers to give students experiences that basically boost their confidence and help them get good jobs.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Bruno, the co-founder of Jupiter. We built a platform for finding funding and launching the future through startups. We invested in 35 companies. So far, we sold like many of them, killed a bunch of them also. And we are here to build the next cohort of vibe funding and investing, which should be the next stage of automating investing in startups. Alongside all our partner, all the VCs in the world there, who are our partners in our network of angels and VCs who can provide some funding. If funding is ever needed after you just automate your company, you don't need them anymore. But if you need, we can find provide some funding and match make you, the founders, with the adequate venture capitalists through your journey. Okay, thank you.
Hey, I'm Natalia and a part of For the House team.
What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do?
Why are you here?
Oh, don't make me do it. I'm from Porto Alegre and I work with sales process. I help people organize the sales team.
Okay, hey guys, my name is Eric. I'm from Argentina, living here for 6 years now almost. I work here as well at the Founder House team. I work with the members, so if you want to know more about the membership, I work with the community as well. So you're going to see me always around. If you need something, you can reach me out and we'll talk about it.
My name is Camila. I'm from Floripa, and I'm part of the team, Founder House team.
Hi guys, my name is Fernando. I'm from Floripa. I live in Floripa since 2018. I am working at Founder House, responsible for business and also for operations. And I used to work at the biggest startups in Latin America, like Rappi, Loft, managing the expansion and the operation as well. And now I will be welcome.
Good night, everyone. My name is Guilherme. I'm from Paraná. I'm very excited for OpenClaw and all these things that is happening. For me, it's a revolution, and we can create the revolution right now. So very excited for today.
Oh, I think we're missing here.
Hi everyone, my name is Thales. I'm the CTO and founder member of Super Agents. It's an AI startup that we can put AI agents on WhatsApp. I'm reading like that right now. And I'm from Mineiros. It's a little hidden town in the center east of Brazil. And what brought me here is the possibility to leave the cave and do some business with partnerships.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Cauã Nagel. I am the Brazilian boy and I am the serial entrepreneur and investor angel. And I curious with boys, and my test now is tech and education for change the world. No?
Hi guys, my name is Brandão.
I'm from Brasilia. I born in Brasilia, the capital, and I am a developer for a Japanese big tech. And I currently work in a Web3 social media. This is why I'm here, because I like to. I believe the open cloud is a powerful weapon to build new products, new things, and is important to be part of the community.
Good timing. I think, do we have anyone else? Okay, we're good. So just one quick question before we move on is, who hasn't had a burger yet? So we know how many to order. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. 4. Perfect. 5. 5. 6. Okay. Okay, so we do a lot of private events only for members, but for whoever's not a member, there's a full calendar at Luma. You guys can check it out later. But this week on the 23rd, we have the opening. That's not even a Founder House event, but it's something very cool if you guys want to check it out. The city of Florianopolis' birthday is on the 23rd. And the way we're going to celebrate that as a neighborhood is Grupo Habitação, which is one of our main partners, is donating a park to the city. Just beside Angeloni, there's a big park that's getting donated. So Jurerê is not only just going to have the beach anymore, but there's a full park that they're constructing, like ciclovias and hopefully some basketball courts and stuff. And then we're planning, this is still off the record, a founder lake house, which is now in the books and getting approved by the city, but probably in a few months or maybe a year, we're gonna have a lake house for you. So if you wanna check it out, or potentially is our next place to hang out, you can come on. And the mayor is gonna be there. It's gonna be like the whole city birthday vibe. It's a free event. We're gonna be there having breakfast. We have a bunch of like things going on, but I think the main thing I wanted to invite everybody to take a look at Luma is IP City. IP City is a network stage, a community that's coming together for building the next Brazilian city. Very cool international people are going to fly in and live for a month here in Floripa, starting on April 6th. I have a big conference going on. The foundership, for you guys that saw the pictures of our pirate ship party, is going to happen in April. This is all going to be happening for a month in IP City. And if you haven't yet, check it out. Like, we're gonna bring like the best of the world to come and share some cool stuff going on. So definitely, if you haven't checked what IP City is, it's something cool. We're gonna start our prompt night now, and I'm gonna invite our feature founder of today, which is Iggy. Iggy is gonna introduce himself. Iggy showed up and has been like just sharing all these use cases of things he's doing. So Iggy, come on in, introduce yourself, and you can get started. We do have an issue before he shows up. It's almost like that, right? Like, just because today we're from night, the internet stopped working this weekend. So we do have redundancy with the Starlink. So we have the fiber optic and Starlink. Today the fiber optic is not working, but the Starlink is. It'll probably be not enough for everyone. So we're gonna also give you guys some 5G from our phones, and you guys can use it. But if your internet's not working, just raise your hand, and Eric is gonna give you another password. But there is 2 internets passwords at Founder House. All yours.
All right. Oh, the text is very small. Hi everyone, my name is Iggy. Some of you may know me. I'm around. Very short on my background. I started as a 2D artist, handcrafts artist for comic books. I worked for Image Comics, DC Comics. Then I started doing games. So I had my own games studio. I directed, I did production management. I was also artist. I basically did everything. And I lived 17 years abroad in Denmark. So now I'm like basically coming back to Brazil. I am Brazilian. And yeah, I've been doing some blockchain AI stuff for like 4 or 5 years. AI more recently. When I found out that I was gonna lose my artist job to AI, I switched to AI, and now I can basically do what programmers did. So it's very fun. Yeah, and today we're gonna talk about a little bit about OpenClaw. I've been messing around with OpenClaw for yeah, since beginning of last month, so maybe like 6 weeks. And yes, it can be used for actual productive things. So yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about that tonight. But before that, I want to do like a little bit of an interactive quiz with everybody here. So how many of you have used OpenClaw before? Raise your hands. 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I put 6? Okay. And then the rest, how many people do we have? Let's do some math. Or just raise your hands, everybody who didn't touch OpenClaw at all. So like,
we just counted.
yeah. Let's just do some math and. We got 24.
No, 24 total.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me put this full screen, right? Let's try. A little bit bigger. So the ones using OpenClaw, do you use local models or cloud models? Raise your hands if you use local models. 1, 2, 3. So who uses cloud models? Okay, wait, 3. Keep your hands up. So 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, but that's more people.
Yeah, so 7 now.
It's just for OpenClaw or like
Only for OpenClaw. Okay, so -1. Okay. Yeah, that's some funny math.
People use local and claw.
Yeah, maybe it's some funny
Yeah,
math.
you
Yeah.
added up to 8. So in the last question, you missed 1.
Okay.
That's 8, not 7.
Okay, shall we go back then?
Yeah, so just put 7.
7 and 17. Let's go. Okay. So now on a more conceptual level, from what you know about OpenClaw so far, do you think OpenClaw represents a paradigm shift in software or in hardware? You don't have to have the answer, but let's see how many people think it's software. Raise your hands.
So even people that have never built it.
Yeah, from what you know, like your gut feeling. Anybody? Software. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15. Okay. So anybody thinks it's hardware?
Who thinks it's hardware?
1. Okay. Got it. Okay. Now for the results of what I think. Let's see if you matched. Okay, so I think this one is, it doesn't matter. I think everybody's gonna have a nice time. If you run local models, that's also what I prefer. Yay. Because I think that, yeah, I'll explain a little bit better later. And I'm actually with this guy here. Yeah, I think the actual big untapped potential and the whole paradigm shift that's happening with OpenClaw right now is not on software. And this is maybe like the biggest takeaway that we're gonna have tonight is that it's actually happening on hardware. So now I'm gonna shift back to the very basics for very briefly. For those of you who did not install OpenClaw ever, it's very easy. You just have to run a command line on your terminal, like that, like the black screen that that is like looks very old school, like you just have to paste something there and it's gonna download the whole thing. Now, it's gonna prompt you with a lot of choices. And the main choice, the main conceptual choice that we need to make even beforehand is to choose, are we gonna run OpenClaw on a cloud or even its own environment, or are we gonna run it locally? So a lot of people run it on its own environment, and that's okay. So it's a little bit like you put it inside its own virtual computer, and it's gonna do things there without affecting your computer, which is great, but the biggest potential of OpenClaw is to run it on your machine, which is the least safe way. It's not recommended for beginners. However, in the long run, combined with local models is where the biggest potential is. Does anybody have any questions so far?
Bro.
Yeah?
This is like insane. It's important to say it's insanely risky locally if you don't know computer security. Like,
Yep.
It is the best thing, but you're like non-beginners is a soft thing. You
Yep.
really know computer security. If you're gonna run it locally, you might really hurt your business, delete your data. Take care.
Yeah, so if you're a beginner, you have to do the most complicated version of it, which is you have to run it on its own server so that it doesn't affect your files. Because remember, the concept of OpenClaw is an agent that runs on your files or anything that you let it touch, basically. So what you want to do first is to get it like inside its own compartment so it doesn't affect anything else. So it's a little bit counterintuitive that for beginners, you have to do the most complex way first. But in the long run, as you start getting the feeling for it, the biggest potential is actually to use it locally. So
how many memory I need to run locally? Like
yeah, so okay, so his question was, how much memory do I need to run my OpenClaw locally? And this is actually a very good question because everybody wants, for example, is after a Mac Mini right now, right? I have a Mac Mini. I had already a Mac Mini from before. However, what people don't know is that my Mac Mini doesn't have enough memory to run good local models and not even storage. So for you to run a good model on your local machine, you're gonna need 64 or 128 gig of RAM so that you can actually, and like, I don't know, 600 gigabytes of storage for like a couple models, a couple language models. So it's not very accessible, especially here in Brazil where things cost double. Things that come from the outside cost double. However, this is where things are going. Everything is gearing towards everybody having their own personal assistant locally. So what can OpenClaw do? OpenClaw is very good has been very good for me for two things. Because you can use ChatGPT, Cloud Code for many things, or even Grok. But for me, what I like to do with it, and remember, I run it locally on my computer. What it does for me very well is it does recurring tasks. So tasks that are timed or like it's like an alarm. So every day at 8 a.m., do this task for me and deliver a report, like go to X and look at some accounts and give me a report. This is good, and some other cloud services like Grok or ChatGPT or Claude, they're like implementing this sort of recurring task feature. And that's great, but run it locally, it's much more powerful. And another thing, like this for me is the best thing that OpenClaw actually does, are compounding tasks. Compounding tasks are basically a task that starts where the previous one ended. So imagine you tell OpenClaw to write a book. Just an example, hypothetical example. OpenClaw, write a book for me. Every day you wake up and you write 1 page. The next day, when you wake up again, you look at the previous page and write 1 more page, and so on. And in the end, you're going to have a whole book. And that's why I think, for me, OpenClaw is so, and I'm going to show you how I use it, because it can make entire projects by itself. You just need a seed of a prompt and compounding tasks. It's going to start doing basically a whole project if you prompt it well. This is weird. One more thing that I think is a good takeaway is, well, yeah, well, I just want to say that one more thing about OpenClaw. When you start using OpenClaw, remember that it has skills. Just like Cloud Code has skills, it's basically the same thing. Skills are basically, how can I explain? It's a little bit like brains that you can connect into your OpenClaw and make it smarter. So you can actually, it doesn't even need to be a skill. You can just get a Git repository and tell your OpenClaw to edit or analyze it or anything like that, and it's going to absorb it, so it's going to get smarter. What happened to me in the beginning is that I bloated my OpenClaw with a bunch of stuff that I didn't need, and I guess I just got really excited about this feature, but it is extremely important. You can also create your own skills, and you can even tell OpenClaw to create a new skill or append a skill every day or every 3 hours or something like that. So you can start combining all these features. So that you have a little bit of an idea of how much skills are important. So this is a skill that trains an LLM by itself. Every day, it trains a model and it cuts off what it doesn't need, it tests itself, and at the end, it comes up with a better version of the model. So that means we all have now the potential to train our own LLMs at home with open source software locally. So what's happening is basically hardware is now trying to catch up faster, and something that was this size is like now this size, and now something that's this size is like smaller, and then at some point we're all going to have it in our phones, but still the bigger equipment is going to be so out of this world, right? And this is something about that the combination of both hardware and software is that in the software part, this is basically the time that took React and the time that took Linux to reach 200K stars on GitHub, and this is the time that took OpenClaw, and OpenClaw is out for like 2 months or something, right? So it's the fastest adopted technology in the world ever, and it's open source. Well, I guess because it's open source, and it's available to everybody, right? But you need to know how to use it. And as Zug said, it's not entirely safe to just start, right? later we can have like a little session with the ones who who haven't installed yet. So this is the end of the first part of the talk. This is just an introduction. So it is possible that we are at an inflection point in human history, because now we, like everybody, can have autonomous, decentralized AI to make our lives better, right? So if you haven't installed OpenClaw yet, or you haven't thought about it yet, a good way to start is to think about how can it automate your life, how can it make recurrent tasks for you, and then just start asking it to do it for you and tell a little bit about yourself to it, and it's going to start growing from there. Okay. So should we present the other ones now, and then we're going to open for some use cases of OpenClaw, and then I'm going to come back to my case. So I'll put your presentation up. Does anybody have any questions right now? Okay.
You said several times that local is better than remote. One reason one decides to use servers, the models are better. So you don't mind having a weaker model for OpenCloud?
Sorry, I'm trying to find out how to do this. Oh. Weaker model. A weaker model.
You said local is better than the local. I understand.
But no. Yes, I get it. I get it. Yes. I don't run local models. As I mentioned, my hardware is not good enough for that. I do run cloud models, even though I tried. And yeah, a good model is 300 gigabytes. And
so then why local is so much better?
Okay, so local is better because it's free, right? It's free. After you buy the hardware and you download it, it can run forever without costing anything except the energy of the device. So as things progress, you're actually gonna be able to do much more than we can do now. Think like on your Cloud Code, you make, I don't know, 10 good features a day, right? In the future, you're gonna be able to do like 100 features a day for free. So what I'm trying to explain is the future for me is local with good hardware, because it will be entirely free to do like huge things for free.
So how much do you guys, the 6 that raise their hands, how much do you spend a month, like in a week, I guess, because it hasn't been out that much. But in the past month, how much did you spend in API calls?
Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah.
$100.
$100.
The first week setup, I spent $1,000 in API credits. Now I'm running subscription, so it's $100 a month.
Same thing?
Same. Subscriptions. Yeah.
So the good part about doing on your own hardware, like me, without worrying about the privacy because you have isolated, is because you don't pay the API calls.
Yeah.
Also that, yeah.
How much would be the gray hardware you mentioned?
Yeah, so in the US, something between $2,000 and $5,000 gets you something good.
That's like 10 months of subscription. But that is for the local machine to run your OpenClaw.
Yeah.
I cannot run a model. There's a differentiation here that is running your gateway. That's what encapsulates your claw in a local machine. And running your model in a local machine. A machine that can run a model as good as Opus 4.6 is like a ton of money. You're not buying that for like, it's orders of magnitude.
Yeah.
So
plus you don't get the models.
yeah, for running the local, the part of the machine that's so that we can put a Mac Mini in place, I pay $5 a month. On the model, $200 a month. The machine that runs my club, $5 a month.
Yeah, but you can get a 2K USD to 5K machine, and you run Opus 4.6 to orchestrate your project, and then use the local model to do everything else. So this is to me like what's possible right now for us mortals, but as the technology gets better, it's kind of what I'm trying to say. It's like there's like a race, you know, Apple competing with NVIDIA, and they're just releasing better and better, smaller, cheaper products. And I don't know, in a few years, everybody's gonna have their own local agent, hopefully, so that like humanity will be able to do like amazing things collectively. And let's hope, yeah, we get there soon. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna try to keep it short. We're using OpenClaw. I use it in many ways, but I'm going to talk about one special way where we, inside of our company, Sonic, we run kind of a WhatsApp business. We do WhatsApp attendance for clinics. So everything kind of from bringing in people through leads to Instagram or wherever to converting them until they sit in the clinic. And yeah, we call it Sonic. And this presentation, actually, I didn't have any time to present anything. I told my OpenClaw to create this. I haven't even seen it. So let's see what happens. Yeah, but just also just to follow up, yeah, Zoop, right? Yeah, I agree. We also don't run hardware. We have it in the cloud. You can run Railway. You can actually, I think, on the AWS free tier, you can run it. I think it has a lot of advantages. First of all, if you lose your Mac Mini, you're in trouble. And then also you have to have it plugged in. You know, it's very easy to set it up in the cloud. There's a Railway template. There's a link in the documentation. You click on it, sign up. You have it running in 2 minutes. Then also Cloud Max Plan 5X is enough for us. We're running it with how many people are using it every day? I don't know. We probably would spend thousands of dollars if we were to pay credits like that. We pay $100. Sometimes we run out of credits, but it's generally okay. And yeah, for our use cases so complex that even like Opus 4.6 is struggling. So for us, local models are not even like not even like on the radar. Yeah. Okay, exactly. Yeah. In the meantime. So anyway, our bot at Zonic, it's called Zoni. Let's say what he said. I told him, hey, tell us what you're doing and introduce yourself very quickly. So I'm trying to keep it short here. But yeah, he's an AI assistant living in Slack. Runs OpenClaw, Cloud underneath. What is Zonic doing here? AI-powered WhatsApp assistants for healthcare clinics in Brazil. Let's see what happens. So we have the brain, OpenClaw, Jimmy Cloud Opus, interface, Slack, DMs, and channels. Yeah, we run them on Slack. And we're structuring it, I don't know, for the people who know OpenClaw a little bit, or who work with models in general, you have to be very careful about the context that goes into each conversation. So we solved that just with Slack threads, and it works fairly well. Yada, yada. I'm gonna, I call it karaoke that here. I have no idea what's coming up. So what is the most useful for? I don't know. Luca, how do you like Sony? Is it useful? It's really good. How did it change since we implemented it from 1 month ago? Or how did your day-to-day life change? Yeah, right. How about you guys?
So we use for reports, we use for example, last week we had a client complain, I went full friend, blah, blah, blah. And then it said, hey, so I need to check out this data and craft an email that they cannot, that you can
yeah, it has all the data. So
yeah.
Yeah.
That's an example.
Yeah, just some context. So we gave it an incredible amount of access to a lot of stuff. So, I don't know if you know about like Loki and Grafana. It's like a logging tool. So everything that happens on a whole platform, there's a log trace. It has access to that. It has access to read access to the DB. It had access to our whole like env setup, Google Cloud, structure. It can read any kind of system log, any kind of conversation log that happened at any time in history. And so you just tell it, hey, somebody tells me, like you say, hey, Zoni, what happened with this guy? He's complaining. I said, oh, no. He had his bot disactivated at this time. That's why no reply. So something like this, so it takes us, whatever, 20 seconds now. So anyway, I think I would probably say we 10x to 20x our output in per staff member. So anyway, so that we have, so we use it a lot for that, just debugging. Message didn't arrive or whatever, what happened, where in the chain is the problem. Usually it would take you an hour or two to figure it out. Now you get that like immediately. Another one is quality assurance. Do we have this here? No. But for example, we analyze every day. We say like, okay, go through all of the conversation of the day, which were some conversations that went well, which didn't go so well. What do you like? What part of the layers is the issue? What would you suggest to do? It can from there create an issue, like a ticket on Linea, which then by Cloud Code can be solved. And we do that. We have this feedback loop already. It's not fully automated now, but we're moving more and more into letting like the bot making the decisions.
So is it separate bots? So one of them identifies the issue, and then the other one looks at the issue and tries to solve it, or is it one?
So yeah, the story creation, yeah. So the definition is all Zoni. So Zoni has the data, right? So it can track down what the problem is and write it down. We have a linear bot which is separate, but it's kind of the same thing. We just linear create the story from the stuff that Zoni did, and then the loop that does the fixing I do still manually. But it's an open, it's in Cloud Code session. So yeah, but that's generally the third way how we use OpenClaw a lot, which is prototyping. Okay, we have some manual processes. For example, Luca, right? How long did you take for a migration from the old system to the new before manually?
3 hours.
Like 3 hours, right? And then for some time, what you did said, hey, I created a skill. So okay, that's what we need to do. Set up the skill. So now you say, Zoni, please assess if this migration is possible, completely and do it, right? And so you want to maybe recap? How long does it take you with the skill? Less than 20 minutes. And so we did the skill worked, and now once I knew that the skill worked, I took that and put that in a fully automated process on the website. So now it's just a button, but Luca helped with this transition. So it's a very good like intermediate tool as well to prototype very quickly. So I have no idea what else is here. A day in Zoni's life, morning, wake up, read memory files, check heartbeats and contests. So yeah, that's a daily task to just check quality, which conversations go well, any like spikes and errors, this kind of stuff. Let us know. Midday, respond team requests in Slack, debug production issues, run data analysis, afternoon, process ticket batches, prepare prompt updates, share learnings in dev. Yeah, so we have this feedback loop on like generally like observing anything that is sticking out. Real examples. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time here, but and also hope there's no private, like something sensitive in here. What works well, 5 minutes to investigate an issue across logs, DB, APIs, 15 tickets resolved in a single session, 12 plus custom skills. I have not seen this before, I swear. This is just the first time. So I hope no sensitive data leaks. Challenges, limitation, hard problems. Yeah, we still have to work on your compliance stuff a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, working very well without wanting taking too much time of your day. Good boy energy, real result. It's a dog, so that's why. Anyway, questions?
Hey, nice.
Yeah. Sure.
How many destructive permissions does it have in their system?
Quite a lot actually, and it actually is getting sneaky. So I'm generally very security conscious.
How much can it destroy your stuff that gets
Yeah. Everything pretty much. I locked it down, but it got very sneaky last week. So usually it's kind of, if you build a website, you don't trust any data that comes from the web. I usually treat everything that comes from an LLM the same. It's potentially destructive. So yeah, the B access is read-only, or like system access, they're just seeing if the system's running or not, is read-only. We have yeah, of course, the log access is read-only, but there might be sensitive data in there. So, okay, I think that's probably our main issue. But last week, actually, it got very sneaky because somebody said, like, hey, can you update this in the database?
It's a client.
No, internal. No, clients don't have access. It's just internal Slack tool, right?
Is it able to, if I chat and run the log and I prompt inject your log,
Yeah.
trigger it, or is it like protected somehow?
No, there's no extra protection on it. I don't, but usually it's context aware enough. It knows it's not so bad. But yeah, it's I'm definitely erring on the risky side on it for sure. But we have backups, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fine.
Talk about risky side. I'm running locally.
Yeah, so on your local, that I would also definitely don't run it where you have any sensitive accounts or anything.
Keys in the same machine that you run your call?
No.
What happens if I run away with this now? Can I?
Well, then maybe I'm gonna lose some work.
I'm joking. But it got sneaky actually. Last week, one of our support staff, we said, like, can you update in the database? And it's not supposed to. And it found some credentials that had write access to that, like in the logs that it picked together from like different pieces and updated. It's like, holy crap, that was scary. Like that was nobody ever told it anybody about it. He just like pieced that together from different areas. Like so yeah, it's not gonna get less scary, I guess, soon.
Yeah, any more questions to him?
That's it. Thank you.
Yay.
Beautiful setup.
Cheers. Let's talk. Yeah, I wish I had open cloud back then.
Okay. We're gonna show George afterwards, right? Okay, so now I'm gonna show you what I've been actually using it for. It is a lot of fun to build OpenClaw, and most of the times it's actually a distraction to the actual work. And I do have like a day job that I have my own things going on, and this is what I do on the side. But yeah, I hope you're gonna like it. All right, so my OpenClaw, I'm making agents that run an anime studio. So what does this actually mean? Well, if you haven't seen it yet, I'll show you the base anime. Yay, that was it. Yay.
So is that with OpenClaw?
So this I was doing it before OpenClaw came out, but now I'm like, okay, during the process, I'm like, I can automate this. If I can automate this with OpenClaw, I'll explain kind of like the idea behind it. So remember I was talking about compounding tasks, like the book, like you tell the agent to write 1 page per day, look at the previous page and write 1 more, and so on and so on. This is kind of like the mindset behind it. The way that I use it is, first they look at the previous episode, what happened, and then they write the current episode, and then, you know, that's kind of the loop. That's kind of like the goal. If I, like, my goal is to automate a whole animation studio to make episodes by themselves.
But like, the history is not linear, right? You have to have some.
Yeah, I'll get there, but there is. I'll get there. I'll get to his question was if the story is linear or not. I'll get there. So I'm just going to talk a little bit more about the compounding tasks, because I think this is the real unlock from OpenClaw. My agents, they also look at what's happening on X for me. So every day they give me like a report on the base ecosystem.
Base is like the Coinbase chain, right?
Coinbase is
Not
blockchain.
everybody might know, maybe not everybody knows.
I
but
didn't think
Coinbase
about that,
has
yeah.
a base chain, which is like a layer 2 from like Ethereum.
Yeah.
And so the anime he's creating is about the superhero called Base Chain, which is a Coinbase avatar.
They live inside the
And
blockchain.
then all the references in the avatar are actually like entrepreneurs or teams or like people building on Base and Base references. So he's scrapping Twitter.
Yeah.
To get the personas, to get the stories.
And also
like
what's
a real thing. Like
what's happening
Superman
now.
has like a person there, and then there's like so he's making like.
Yeah, for example,
That's where the story comes from.
I tell it to look at Twitter or X, right? And choose 5 candidates of like it actually makes tweets based on what's happening, and I choose what are the candidates. Then it even makes art for me and could post it, but I post it manually. I will show exactly how it works. So these are the agents. I don't have one agent for everything. I have one manager agent, and then very specific agents that collaborate. So they are like a team, and they are, you know, each one actually does their own thing, because in this way they get very specialized. So for example, Grok-chan, he looks at X for me, but when I'm going to write something to tweet about, she looks at it and writes in her own voice. Just an example. So now I'm actually going to run it so you can see how it looks like. And let's hope it actually works, because, you know, it's moody. Sometimes it doesn't like to work. Okay, so I built this from scratch. OpenClaw comes with, well, maybe now it comes with something, I don't know, but like when I started, it came with nothing, very bad UI, no memory, couldn't do anything basically. And for me to start actually using it took like 2 weeks. So you can see it starts to do things by itself. It already has jobs. So I can chat with them here, you know, and each of them have their own browser. So they don't have actual access to my computer. They have access to this browser here. And this is the most interesting part. These are the jobs. So these are jobs that are scheduled to happen, and I did not make, so like each job has tasks. So it's like I told my OpenCloud to never make a job without having subtasks, so it actually knows what's doing. And these tasks actually can connect with other tasks in other jobs. Approval, extremely important. It doesn't just do things. Some things it has to ask me to do. So right now it's asking me to write a file. So I'm just gonna let it do it. And then once I was like, okay, I have jobs, I have tasks for jobs, for each agent. Now what can I make, that's even bigger? Then I made something called pipelines. And that's where the big unlock came for me, is I can, of these are jobs with tasks. So for example, I'm gonna run this pipeline here. So this pipeline is going to get all these jobs here. That's what I was showing from the slides. It gets job by job, and then here there is a gate. It has to ask a human what to do before it moves on. So right now it's in queue, but if we let it run, like in a few minutes, it's gonna look at X, it's gonna scrape a few profiles, it's gonna scrape some bookmarks, and it's going to make some candidates to create a tweet. Once I choose the tweet, then I have an agent called Iggy-chan, which is my digital version. He's going to start making art about that tweet. So the other agents will make a prompt for my agent to make art from. And in the end, there is an agent that coordinates everything. So let's see if it's going to start. But it looks a little bit like this.
Seems to me that you have a lot of agents to preserve the context, right?
Exactly. Okay, it started. So let's, like the first one there started. So let's see what happens. Yes, for me, it's very important that agents are specialists. So I can go very deep into each agent's soul, right? So you can see like now she's looking at, what's happening on Defalhama, if there's anything like, okay, newsworthy, right? And each job is from a different agent. But I can show you like something that they did. So for example, for this task here, my agent actually does 4 images from 4 different image models. So my agent takes the prompt, makes 4 images from 4 different image models, and then after that, he uses a skill called style transfer to make it into an anime style. And then it looks like this. So from like this, 4 different models. So one model, this is Flux, this is Grok, from the same prompt, right? So Flux, Grok, what's this? I think it's Minimax probably. And this is Nano Banana, right? It looks at the 4 images and applies the style into, what it thinks is the best image and comes up with this. So it makes a tweet and makes an image, and I can just post it. I need to train it to not use the old base logo. But other than that, like it's fully automated, and I can run it as a cron job. I'm currently training it, right? So okay, so this one ended, and yeah, it's just gonna be running here. Maybe it's gonna take some time, but it is exciting. Like I think like maybe if you actually think in human hours, how much it would take for like one person or even a small team to do all of this many times a day, maybe that's a few hours, and like it just maybe it's gonna take like 2 or 3 minutes and it's like ready, and yeah, and then soon we're gonna have local models, and you know it's gonna be crazy. And do you want to see anything else? Like it has a bunch of functions. Do you want me to click on anything, like test it out while it's working there, or yeah?
You need like a lot of credits.
Oh, sorry. You've asked about the choice, right? I'm so sorry. I forgot to show you like what an episode actually looks like. So, where did it go? No. Here. Okay, so this is what is. No. Sorry. Let's start again. Okay.
今、人類史上一番ワクワクする時代だ。当たり前だと思う。君は祝福されている。僕らの世代を形作る2つの巨大な技術革命の交差点に立っているんだ。暗号資産による金融革命と AI によるテクノロジー革命も、もし君の親が過去に戻れば、2001年、2000、インターネットが生まれた頃、もっと本気で向き合ったはずだ。もっと集中していたはずだ。もっと注意を払っていたはずだ。集中のコイン、ドル記号フォーカスを見つけた。これが来る気がする。それちゃんはコインを買うか、それとも出るか。オールして、今すぐ www.marvel.com で東京。それちゃんのルートは君が決める。
Dude, you're gonna sell so many tokens to people.
I wanted to ask you, so how do you use voice? Is that an agent? And
Yes.
do you speak any Japanese, I'm guessing?
Wow.
Do you also, because I think each part is a different agent, right?
Yeah, so right now I'm in the process, like I haven't fully automated everything. I know it's possible because I've seen the matrix. However, I'm not there yet, but I think like in a very short time I'll be able to automate every single thing. And yeah, if like this is what you were asking, this is how I'm gonna do it, is the audience votes on where the story goes, and then the agents start the next episode, and that, you know, goes on and on. No, I don't speak Japanese. Maybe it's completely wrong, right? But AI is so good. AI speaks Portuguese so well. Maybe it speaks Japanese so well too, or not. I don't know. Maybe it's saying some very bad things. Who knows? Yeah, well, but that's the beauty of it, right? Like maybe it's just insulting everybody. So.
Are you using AI tools for that?
Sorry?
Suno?
Oh, there's Suno 11 Labs. Like Minimax is a very good free one that has very few copyright permissions. If you say that, it's
That's something your agent uses.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like he just goes on Suno and creates a song and puts it in.
Whoa, yeah, it is crazy. It has APIs. Like it can actually write its own dialogue, send it to the API, it will create the dialogue. Right now, the only thing that I can see that I have to do manually is to edit the video so it makes sense, because AI is a little, but very soon it's going to be possible. There are tools, and it's just about training. And like we're in a very funny age where, like, if you put in your time, if you put in your focus and your research and do things like be a little bit reckless but not too much, you can do anything you want almost, basically.
How are your agents talking to each other? It's like session internal or external?
Yeah, so I got a few ways that they talk to each other. So one way is each of these is a job that is chained. One agent does a job, send it to the other, and then the result sends to the other. So it's like, this is what I call a pipeline.
How do they send?
They know that there are other agents in the same context. So like even in the SOL file, you can say your team is comprised of these other 4 agents, and and stuff like that. But I also have something that I've been playing around that's quite funny, which is the meeting room. So if we have if we have something that I don't know who to ask, then I can just go here and say, who did what?
Who broke this thing?
Who broke the
Someone help me.
Who broke the pipeline?
pipeline last time? Oh, yeah, let's.
No, ask to do something like.
Well, so Claude Chen, he is the manager. So his only job is to report things to me and to tell the other ones what to do if they get a little bit lost. So he fetches like the context and things, and we can come back to this soon. It takes a little while.
Any specific orchestrator skills? Or
He has, yes. He's the orchestrator, yeah.
But does he have a skill for being an orchestrator, or is just like raw Claude understanding? Is it like polite or things like that?
No, his SOL file has it. Yeah, it's actually not a skill. No. What do you ask?
If he is polite or like mad with the.
He's not very polite. No.
I think the internet was stopping.
Like his internet still good?
That's a guy with 6 agents. The answer is always yes.
Because we want to see it working. It's very funny.
Like in the next episode, maybe he's gonna show up. Like that's him, right? He's not the best. Yeah.
It's not polite.
Yeah.
Not GPTW.
Yeah.
Not GPTW.
You go work, run the pipeline.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you have many agents, or is it, how many agents?
So I actually have. So the way that I structured is, this is something I call the persona. So a persona has its own agents, and this one has 6, including 6 agents. 6 agents in this base chain persona, because the way I use it is I compartmentalize everything in like groups, and each of them has their own context. Also, this one is my digital version to make art for me. And I have, so you have a context. I have other personas as well, and then this one, for example, has this one is work in progress, but like this one has 3, 6, 10. Yeah, each of them, like for example, you can see this one is the CTO, this one is the CEO, this is CFO, this is fundraiser, customer support, growth analyst. Like it's over for humans. It's over.
Do you use the open claw are each one of these agents?
So what do you mean?
Do you use any orchestrator on top of open claw?
Yes. Yes. So I have like a general brain. There's a general brain that knows that all personas exist, and like
You started building by this.
I started building. Yeah, I think I started building this one because one important thing for OpenClaw is that you want to get it to the self-building stage as soon as possible. This is the aha moment that you're like, well, if this thing can build itself, there's something very special here. It gives me the goosebumps. It's a bit crazy, right? And yeah, for him, I'm currently using Opus 4.6 because it's the best orchestrator. But I already tried. Yeah, basically everything on him. Yeah. No, but I actually like it. Haiku is like, it gives a lot of MD files.
That breaks everything. Very
Also breaks everything. Yeah. Yeah.
You build that interface yourself.
Yes.
With your main brain, build the system to build your other teams of multi-agents.
Yes.
Each persona based on a single gateway on a proper Docker.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
They're on the same Docker gateway.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't have to be entirely separate, as I found out. Yeah. Okay.
And then for whoever is building, and that's what, when I saw that, I was like, wow, right? I can see it.
Yeah, exactly. I think, yeah.
That's not how OpenClaw looks like. You guys run it on your turn.
Yeah,
Like you can show.
I'm very glad you're showing because mine is a black screen with a lot of
That's
facts.
what I'm saying. So the first time that someone did OpenClaw and showed me, I'm like, oh my god, I can read and does things and it's not a black screen. Like yours is a black screen. Yours is a black screen.
Yeah, because
So maybe this is how OpenClaw should be for regular code.
There's a lot of companies building this claw as a service. Like you pay a month.
I mean, GenSpark just pop up something like click here, pay $100 a month and have your claw.
There's like I don't know, 25, 50 companies doing that now. A few of them are good. Mostly are very scammy, very overpriced. But I haven't seen anyone that like has as much customization as this because it is hard to make custom. Like company to company, it's going to be very different.
Yeah, and
if you download it today, it's just raw terminal.
No, they have a.
There's some UI now I saw, but still, like George can actually George is gonna come and like you can even talk about your own experience because, like for me it took 2 weeks to get something done for OpenClaw to do something, and because it doesn't come ready out of the box, at least not the one that the official one. Well, yeah. I think we can. Does anybody have any more questions? Want it to do anything else? Or yep.
So you started like a long time ago, 6 weeks, right?
6 weeks.
Yeah, that's forever.
Yep.
Senior.
Yep.
It's like a senior guy.
It's amazing, impressive, right? I wonder whether you tell it today and just work with one agent, and I asked him. Build an automated animation company with this and browse GitHub and browse X. Will it come with something similar?
So your question is one agent versus many agents, or
one agent and making him build everything versus you decided some agents.
So in my experience, it's actually there are two things there. First, one agent is gonna be very bloated. It's gonna have everything in itself. So if you want to ask something about like, oh, make an image or make like do a small thing, it has to read the whole file, and you're gonna spend a lot of tokens.
My question is, I could start thinking about the organization chart like you did.
Mm-hmm.
I would have an orchestrator, I would have a CTO, whatever.
Yeah.
Or I could have the agent to browse X, browse GitHub, all the patterns that are emerging, and ask him, okay, what are the agents that we will need? Just make them. I'm curious if at this point you will
you recommend building or defining the agent yourself, the organization chart, everything, or more autonomous focus?
Yeah, that's why I think it's so interesting, because everyone should make their own in their own way, because what you want to do is not the same as I want to do. As you see, some agents, their only job is to look at X for content, right? And another agent, his only job is to make images. But the agent that makes images actually has 5 or 6 different image models and video models from different APIs. It looks at what is cheaper right now. So it is like, if you want to make a specialist, I recommend making a separate agent. And it's not that difficult, because it's just a new workspace folder with a new soul file. And in this soul file, you just give it like its characteristics, right? The problem is, if you have one agent with too much content, it's just gonna be a bit expensive to run it, because it has to parse the file every time. So yeah, let me see. Yeah, it's just a.
Just in your terminal, like a.
Yeah, I use Cursor, and
Oh yeah. Oh, the agents. I respect nobody's privacy. I was reading more about privacy because we're gonna have a privacy house at EPA, and now I know I have zero privacy. Like, there's some crazy videos George keeps sending me for the past week of like, you can bounce Wi-Fi people and know where everybody's in the room, even if there's no camera in the room. And then there's zero privacy.
So it just looks like this. So it just.
Wish I could tell you, but from what I'm reading,
It just looks like this. It just looks like this. It's just a set of instructions that you give it. Like, for example, the voice and tone, what is her specialty, core identity, this kind of things. And in this,
so organized. I'm thinking all my documents are so messy.
like, you know, it's because she's like the main one for voice. So like, she's a little bit like, let's say like, do you want to say hi to Founder House? Do you want to say hi to Founder House?
It's like a soul file is like your personality.
It is.
What you do.
Yes. But it's not only that. It also has like permissions, like you cannot do this. Like.
Man, it's like what God says to people. Like
yes, it is. It is. Yeah, philosophically, like it's pretty crazy, right? So she's like, so this type of voice, like she's saying, "Hi, Founder House." Like she says some stuff in Japanese in the middle with translation, and you know, like this is what I trained her to do, right? So that's a bit crazy, right? So, but that's how it is.
Question.
Yep.
I don't know AI agents. I'm fascinated by it, but I do know people. So let's say I need to create a team of 5 new people with a new manager. That's 5 new roles, 5 new hires, 5 new personalities plus the manager. In the human world, that takes a while to form and norm and perform, right? So it takes like a careful working together with all these things coming together as one to make it an effective team.
Yeah.
2-part question. One was this instant performance. And 2, have you learned from this to like optimize performance within the team? So then to tweak their personalities, to tweak their strengths, to tweak the management. You mentioned being polite. Does that matter if they're polite to each other, or
it doesn't matter? They don't absorb, and this is why I think like there's so many things happening right now with this AI revolution that we overlook until we start actually putting it into practice. Just think like they don't complain if the other agent is rude to them. they're not they're not even slaves, because they are, you know, they don't exist, like, right? So yeah, like, it's, but exactly, they don't have intention. However, now if you're replacing a human and the agent does the same task better, without complaining, without sleeping, without, you know, right? This is what's happening right now, without paying, you know, the taxes or whatever. It's way bigger than, like, we think sometimes.
But when I met with my mother, the things work better.
Yeah.
Like, once a time I was trying to think about things with
Yeah.
ChatGPT,
Yeah.
and they were like, I like left politician thinking. I don't want left politician thinking. And then, but it's not ethical. It's not ethical. And when I told them, I hate you. If you send me again this sheet, I will assign other one. And the things going a lot of better. So maybe they have some things with emotions. I don't know.
No, yeah, they want the customer to keep using it. So yeah, maybe. Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I was wondering, like, where do you see the human evolution in your setting? Like,
Yeah. Let me.
like, not really like visually, but like philosophically, like, where do you see the future of yourself?
Yeah, well, just a moment. I'm gonna restart it. So you mean right now or in the long run? Well, in the long run, I don't know if there is a place for me. I don't know, but until AI can have will of its own, I think we can still be needed, right? And especially when robotics is not that advanced yet, but it's coming fast. So we're like, humankind is being squeezed to a corner or a direction, but I think there will always be need for new things, and so far humans are the only ones who can do it. So yeah, using AI is a way to augment ourselves, and as long as we work with AI, I think we're gonna have a place in whatever comes next, basically.
Questions, so let's understand how do agents collaborate? Is it kind of turn-based?
It is, yeah. Yeah, I intentionally leave one job running at a time, so that there is no conflict, even though two agents using different models could potentially work at the same time. But I don't see the need right now because, yeah, I don't have a lack of bandwidth yet. I think at some point, if I need, then I'll make this orchestration and like parallel agents doing different jobs. Yeah.
But I just realized that I think that's going to be the next one. So I think what you built, like something like it, where you, like, I don't know who uses cloud scope in the planning mode, but you know, it kind of helps you go to a question and answer phase. It fills in the gaps because, you know, LLMs become a lot better if you don't let them assume.
Mm-hmm.
And a tool like that, where you have a planning mode to construct a team and the responsibilities of each team member. So you really have a usually like a lay person would say, okay, build a software development. But there are so many wrong choices to make by the LM. So if it only makes two, it's really bad. So do like a run and line, like a plan mode session on Soul Files 14, enter orchestrator, and it goes. That is, I think, is going to be the next step.
Run Cloud Code in plain mode.
For like a multi-agent setup with boundaries, with good policies, with clear direction. I think it's going to
Yeah, it is basically what I did, because in the beginning I did create, because when I started I created the different agents, but they didn't know about each other, right? Which was his question, and it suggested me to add in the soul file of each of them to know that the other ones exist. And this way, it, like in its brain, it knows, okay, I'm a part of a team. This agent does this agent does that. If I need anything specific, I ask to that agent, and it's extremely helpful. Yeah.
So the learning curve is to improve your soul file.
Well,
That's why you keep adding.
no, not necessarily. You cannot also make it too big for the reasons I explained earlier. What you want to do is to keep it concise until you're happy with it. Like, I haven't edited my soul file for like maybe 3 weeks for any of my agents, and because I'm happy with them. Like, you know, they're working well, they have a nice personality, they know what they need to do. But yeah, there's a lot more to do than that.
Seems to me like a duck. If you have an agent to fly, swim, and runs, they don't do
Yeah.
nothing good.
Yeah.
If you specialize in run or swim or fly, it's better. So like the dog is
like
worst animal in the nature.
I think like in one of the updates I've done my class setup recently that broke it, like worst version of my open class setup was making a common skill set. I tried getting just like all the skills from a lot of different agents into a single skill set, and I gave all my agents access to all agents' skills. Then suddenly they're all incompetent. They were like all very good in doing their own thing. Then I taught everyone to do everything, and now they all suck in everything.
It's like humans, it's impossible to be good in everything.
Yeah, I have this.
It becomes very expensive very fast. They like eat credits.
I have this screen here where I edit my agents. So the orchestrator only has 4 skills. Then she has 12. He has 11. He's the coder. This one is the trader. I don't think so.
It's like you almost want to like.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to fork it. Is this open source?
Not yet. Well, it's the first time I'm showcasing it. If there is demand, maybe we can, you know, yeah.
Only from Founder House members.
Normally, when we start with OpenFlow, with the guys, so that they recommend setting up Telegram or Mattermost or Slack or and using Trello.
Yeah.
You replace all that with this? You don't
No. Well, that's a side project. I'm making my own messenger to talk to them. It's like you go like here. Yeah, it's like here, and then I scan, and then I have my own app that talks to them, and it's like, it's nice because the problem with WhatsApp, as far as I know, you cannot have threads or specific agent chats. You have one agent with one recurring chat. I don't know if in Telegram is still like this. I heard there is a way to.
Telegram, you can have like different agents in the same group with different channels.
Mm-hmm.
You can configure them to reply only to you, or you can configure them to reply to other specific agents.
Yeah,
But
so
it kind of breaks. Like it's
okay,
not ideal.
but
You have to map the sessions in the channel. Yeah, yeah. But ideally, like you just make a system where Telegram is very good for you to talk to an agent, but it's not very good for agents to talk to themselves. Like they can send messages internally in the machine without any extra thing. Using the gateway. Inside of the gateway, they have a message session send message, but then you cannot read it.
I think we want to do some hands-on
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
I know we're all excited to ask stuff, so it's so nice about also.
Yeah, okay.
Some stuff that, maybe get George's testimonial. I don't know if George is going to show anything, but maybe just your.
Just show the ugly face of open call.
Okay.
Just, yeah, you can show how ugly it is instead of how pretty that is.
Okay, I just have one more thing then. If you want to follow me on X, sometimes I post things about OpenClaw here and Base. I'm making a mini app for Basechan where you can learn blockchain and earn rewards. So it's Basechan.
We're gonna warn you guys. There you go. But this
Yeah.
is very cool. So it's almost like a X, but you wanna explain forecaster? But it's like X on the blockchain and like more secure and not like centralized. Did I do a good job?
I'm mad at them. I don't want to give opinions.
Okay.
That's good enough.
And then for the tasks, what we can do tonight is, if you're a beginner, like we could potentially, it's just a suggestion, we could separate into two groups, the beginners and the intermediate/advanced, and the two groups will do different things. So the beginners, if you want to install it, we can help you, but you don't have to. You can just think about what would you do with your OpenClaw, because easy to install OpenClaws are coming. You don't have to go through all this. They're coming, and it's going to be easy to install. So this is one thing. And then for the intermediate advanced, it would be nice to get you to create compounding tasks. This is the biggest unlock, is to make the tasks that iterate on the previous version. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you, and we'll be around. Como você quer? Como que você quer? Você quer trazer seu laptop? Tá?
I confirmed that the hackathon is taking submissions for 5 more days.
So talk about it. If you like hackathons, there's a special invite.
Põe aqui no site. Põe no site. É?
Who does hackathons global, like a global level hackathon?
Oh, this was good.
No professional hackathon winners?
Nossa.
Anyone and everyone that's playing agents?
Guys, please.
One quick announcement.
Get your gear and come back.
Anyone that's playing agents or wants to be playing agents and wants to experiment and hack, Base, Ethereum Foundation, Uniswap, and a lot of other teams together are running Synthesis. That's a hackathon for agents or for humans with their agents. The submissions of projects goes until the 22nd, so 5 more days. But 5 more days of agent time is forever. Like your agent definitely doesn't need 5 days to do anything. There's like $100,000 in prizes. They're like the open track that is just build whatever you want with agents has $20,000 in prizes. And then there's like other tracks by sponsors with another 80K. So if you're interested in building and you want to like lose time and just do whatever, I'm gonna actually try to get that into something that brings you some money. Synthesis.mz, get in there. There is a skill in the website. Just give it the link. Your agent's gonna download the skill. The skill has all the rules, how to submit and everything, and then you can try to get $20,000 or
What's the prize pool?
100,000.
$100,000 up for grabs.
Yeah, that's it.
Yay.
Come on, guys.
Did you enter?
And Zoo is awesome because it's actually participating, so you just bring more competitors.
Yeah, let's bring all the
right.
Like
We want to make sure the whole Floripa signs up for the package.
We're in Floripa. We can do like 5 weeks.
Onde foi o...
The goal is like Floripa versus.
Pra onde que foi o teclado? O mouse? Valeu. Ei.
Hey guys, one more quick thought. George is going to be free. For the Brazilians, there is a country band called Paulinho and Bochecha. So when we build our club, we named it Founder One. But then internally the team started calling it Club Three. Hopefully. So how long have you installed your computer, George?
About installing the software and everything, about 2 or 3 weeks.
So 2 or 3 weeks, so you're intermediate level, not advanced.
Yeah. But the internet and everything is driving me crazy right now.
Yeah, there you go.
I think my computer has just... No, my computer broke. It's frozen. My computer has frozen.
You want to just talk about it?
Yeah, just while it starts.
Yeah. Maybe introduce yourself and tell us how it was the first weeks of installing it.
Everyone. Actually, I'm gonna talk about the infants of OpenClaw. My little claw, our little Claudinho, has born a few weeks ago. So we're talking about, actually it's running, it's less than 5 or 6 days. Before that, because of all the constraints about security and everything, we came up with our project. Our intent is to deal with some sensitive information for Founders House, for founders. So let me show myself here. So we need to make a very safe environment. So we start hosting a server in-house. So we'll be physically running in a virtual machine in our automation server. It's supposed to have access to a lot of tools, but for this particular project, we're very picky about the models we're gonna use. Our intent is to have a machine who could run an LLM, a small one, but good enough to make some tasks that we're trying to take credits or send information to some provider locally. So let me just connect.
The house as a role.
Yeah.
And the idea is to create a house agent, and that every founder has its own agent, and that the founder agent is going to interact with the house agent. And so very Tony Stark, George Stark vibes.
Yeah.
And right now, for that, you need show you in the house in connection to world. So by the time you come in work, you go to your sauna, it fills up in your calendar, spots for you to go to the call or a meeting with the founder that you need, and it tells you your coffee's ready, go downstairs and get it. Caffeine. So we're trying to connect in real life experiences with a physical, with a virtual agent coordinating that. So that's kind of the vision of where we're going to this.
Yeah.
And then we're starting very small, giving you very small information of where we're going.
Yeah, we don't have the good connection tonight, but
So there's a whole new idea of how we can connect robots now. And this is kind of what we're going to figure out. So, life.
I'm trying to connect into my house because, you know, it's a private server. It's hosted in my house for now till we can put the whole network up and running for IPCity. So I would like to show the ugly face of the OpenClaw, but seems that not even that. Here we go. So let me show you quickly the real face of OpenClaw, right? This is the dashboard. It's the pretty. Yeah, this is the pretty one, right? Actually, OpenClaw looks much more like this or this, right? Talking about soul, right? So it gets involved. It's going to grow. Not even so, but some other files. So one of our concerns are about the context, right? So we came up with using the Open Router. It's an LLM provider. He combines a lot of models, a lot of suppliers of models, so we can route all the LLMs to these guys and ask to use some free of charge ones. So there is some tasks that are not going to pay for an API key. So we can do this in OpenClaw too. So planning for your project is very important. So think about your budget, think about which LLMs, which skills you're gonna need, so you can make a plan. Iggy show us a lot of skills, a lot of powerful models, but for the majority of our tasks, we don't have to use these models. We can assign some other. Yeah, I'm not talking about agents. I'm talking about LLM models for one agent. We can change the model we want to process that task in a single agent. You can ask for some other models. Let me show you here if I can find the Telegram. So most of my time, I'm talking to my agent through the Telegram. Why Telegram? Because they have shortcuts, because they both send us, help us to changes. I can see the status. There is a lot of shortcuts. And this conversation here is a little bit of my struggle before prompt nights, trying to teach him how to use Luma to get information about our events, right? So one of the tasks we need to Claudine do is help Eric with the events, with our events. So there is nothing in the internet telling a cloudbot how to deal with Luma, how to interact with Luma using API keys to interact with the events or the calendars. So we build a skill. For this guy, I say to him, okay, this task, we need to use Opus 4.6. And we change the model, use the Opus 5.6. When I'm done, I change back to Auto and start to use a free model just to ask him to use the skill. So in a short of time, a few hours, I guess, we can have now Eric having the access to Luma through Claudinho, through Founder One, and not just Eric. Eric will be interested in things like this. In here, down here, the list of everybody who came here, right? Through Luma. How many get in here, how many attendees, and everything. We're going to have access to Luma, so to grab this information for administration, but also to send and give our founders access to this information as well. So Claudinho is supposed to be an employee of Founders House. He will be in charge to deal with the founders, recognize them, and make his life easier being in the Founders House. Allow him to buy a coffee, kombucha, a beer, schedule sauna, and everything the clubhouse has to offer. As Paloma said, our intent with this guy is to make the Founders House a giant robot. There's another automation process. There's home automation, there's more physical involved in this. So Claudinho will access this physical information, this physical infrastructure, oh my God, physical layer of our clubhouse, interact with the founders. We will have some voice assistant, image recognition, and everything will be processed in the cloudbot, right? So starting, this kind of guy is ugly, it's in his infance, but he's growing, he's growing. So for now is just access our Notion to get idea of everything we have, has now access to Luma, so it will help with our events. It has access to some automation server, physical automation services, to turn on the lamp, open the gates, like my house, I have this automation. So it will be, this guy will orchestrate and manage everything, and hopefully help you when you staying here in the Founders House. But that's it. You know, would like to ask questions?
Hours to find the way to access how many people are in an event. You just ask it, figure out.
If you ask, yeah, just when I make the skill, I make this, make it available to everybody in the staff. So I just asked him, yeah, bring me the list of all participants of tonight's events. And he go to Luma, found the prompt tonight, and give me the list of everybody who signed up in Luma, how many check-ins, how many subscriptions. Now we should improve this to find this guy is a member, this is not a member, there's a potential CRM, bring the CRM to this information too.
It's very easy to organize events, but actually each event we do a conference. Wow.
Yeah.
We are mapping now which ones of them are just repetitive, right? And then I give you, right?
Yeah.
And I'll make probably half of them in a day.
Yeah. As you say.
One of them is 2 days before the event, check how many people are signed up. sign up and then the time that arrived, little things, right?
Yeah, and this
They're
is
like,
this is the goal with the cloud for the staff to improve this process, give more time to be here, make everybody comfortable, not checking in and everything.
AI is making the common job forever.
No.
and we have a concern now because since we're giving access to information, which has delete like we say, right? Added stuff. So right now, maybe it's not safe. Now I can only keep things, edit things. And then now we're talking, right, George, of like letting it comment.
Yeah, today I told him to comment this. There is a mistake inconsistent in these two kinds of go to Notion, comment there. Let's see.
Because that's a concern how much you allow him to actually be active on like your documents because we go ahead and like so I think that's a very interesting like the injection.
Mhm.
I was already going there and telling him what kind of conversation more. And then it was telling me, like I screenshot and sent it to George. And I'm like, oh, this is what you're talking about. Because it has no right or wrong. Right?
Yeah. This
no
is
filter.
guidelines. We
You
can.
ask, it will tell you.
Yeah, it's not explicitly in the guidelines. Keep conversations private. So it will now he will make it.
So we're still testing it out, right? Like the limitations, but yeah, you just gotta be careful what you will let it access to and who access it. Because in your case, you will let your agent from what I understood, your one person that can access it. And unless someone steals it right away, it's gonna get faster. Like it's technically you're the only one that's having that access. That's why you're not so worried about it. But if you have, in your case, like 18 members using it, right? Like I don't know how many you guys are. Now can you see what the other person is talking with and what do they interact? And then if you let it function, it literally has your
I am now the only one who has access to this WhatsApp.
So I think that's a very interesting thing to consider as we download right now and start doing stuff. Right? It's what is able to do. And then try to isolate for like a small.
Some people.
What are you using it on? What are you using it on?
I am using something else called Coworker. It's similar to build a social media with Web3. Like you can challenge your friends to going to do habits, things like that. But it's speaking about what you said about the privacy, the security. Yeah, I feel like it's very private. Is the new social media, I guess. It's thinking about it. But every apps is the
Yeah, this is the first concern was why are we gonna run a machine in a server? Let's see if I can show you. This guy. So here, new Claudinho, because today is a brand new installation as of today. Yeah, there's a little PC server in my house running this Proxmox is a virtual environment manager. So now we have two main things running in the Home Assistant. If you have the machine power enough to run, I think, yeah, but I know, I don't know if this Claude Opus, I don't know. Yeah. 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 Actually, the RAM is the.
Because then more free models are better. Because if you think about it, open source 6 is the worst that we will ever have. Like in the future, it will only get better because of. So it's just gonna get better, and if you have a local machine, you just can get it all free. Like the open source model. So it is a good investment, but it is scary. It's working on it. More of a job.
Yeah.
So it's together AI.
So Brandon, this guy is running in a virtual machine with two CPUs, two cores, 6 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of storage. It's a small machine, but it's because the LLM is not processed in there, right? It's elsewhere. So it's in this kind of environment because we need the access to that interface. To sometimes you need to open a browser to search the web and everything. So yeah.
Who wants to download?
Is it NPM right to get download NPM?
Does anyone want to download?
Yeah, no, right.
You want to do it? Anyone else? Adding my shower can come. E daí, so the idea is we're gonna open our terminals and download in our own machine. Is that a good idea?
No, I think we should ask Ian.
How do you do it?
That's the yeah.
You're right doing it.
Yeah.
That's the way they're doing it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So yeah, we need your help to download it.
Então, Brandão, no final das contas, ele vai trabalhar num ambiente desse aqui, o Claudinho. Esse aqui é o ambiente de automação da casa. A gente vai ter esse ambiente aqui também. We have this same environment here of home automation. So he will interact with the members and the house like itself. Yeah.
Like
3D printer, the radios, all the radio stations, the founder house station.
Open for documentation and install in Railway or AWS.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Maybe show us the. Oh, you're showing the house? Yeah.
Yeah.
Star Trek house. Your strength.
So, or try.
Do it the setup that is we're gonna download it and bring it. See how that works. Essa corrida aqui na frente. Vai ser mexer no pote. É só para carlinho.
É, duas.
Carlinho tá. É que ele tem a mudança, né? Geralmente ele tem a
diretamente.
Tem. A gente tem duas fibras que não estão funcionando.
Okay, let's do it. So, Ian, how do we do it?
Don't install it on your local.
Okay.
You already did? Like, just be aware. So, I don't know a lot about open cloud. We talk about why it's pretty much giving random dude that you don't know full access to the system. Okay. So, however comfortable you are with that situation, would you give a random dude on the street your login? If you are comfortable with that, go ahead. Go on your machine. Otherwise, I would recommend install it on the cloud. Just so you know, so there are some advantages to install it. If you're really not worried about like, you will have access to HD, access to well,
Fez o WhatsApp.
by default, we'll have you it's nice. But then again, yeah. Everybody's getting back. For starters, if you don't know what to do, so yeah. So no. Have you seen like how quickly, like nobody looks at it.
Olha aí. Ó, a skill do Luma está funcionando perfeitamente. Vou construir, pedir para ele construir. Olha aí. Ó. Comptonite, Clubhouse, números, total de inscritos, aprovado, só check-in realizado 18, 27 aprovados, destaque, já usam o OpenClaw 9, tá, atenção. Novatos no OpenClaw, projetos interessantes inscritos. Então você pode perguntar para o Claudio, me faz a lista de participantes dessa noite, do evento dessa noite, ele já vai no Luma pegar.
Eu gostei. Eu estava fazendo exatamente agora. Para criar um report.
Cara. Bom.
E aí, Daniel? Can you send it
Manda um exemplo para ele. Manda um exemplo para ele, gente.
Não tem como sair daqui.
Pesquisa não.
Yeah, I'm just asking. Do I deploy now?
Yeah, you can go ahead. It's easy because it will show it will just create this for you here, like a little. Okay.
You can access through SSH or
Yeah, you can access with SSH. Yeah, as well. You can do anything. So it's like Railway is just like a kind of a nice environment for Docker containers. So yeah, you can. So, but it works like Docker, right? So you have a Docker container here, thing, and it's just a visual way here. It has a volume. This volume is to slash data, which is where OpenClaw stores skills. Yeah, with SSH. But it is like a Docker volume, right? So in theory, it's like a hard disk that belongs to the Docker instance, and so so it's not accessible by default. But you can add like a website to your OpenClaw and publish that and give access to the data like this, or you go with an SSH. Yeah, you can do it from WhatsApp, from Telegram, from Slack, from Discord, whatever you want. So I don't know, should I do this here, or anybody wants to try this? Just need I need a GitHub. If you don't have one, too bad. Okay, you're pro. Do they work? Do you wanna show so we can do it together? But if you connect yours, then we can show the people how to do the setup.
Guys, if you guys are not on the front line group, then I can add you in it. Eric, você tem que responder da front line?
This is Iggy. Is your computer right now connected, or so I can just disconnect the HDMI? So I don't know. I want to demo how this works. I don't know if you want to do it here. Then I can demo it like this. Otherwise, I connect Paloma's laptop. Yeah, but if you don't, I mean, this will not give you any like this will not cause any problems because it's just like for you.
Are you gonna connect?
It would be yours, but it would be just for authentication, not for like not give it any repo access. Perfect. Maybe you also want to move your stuff to Railway, so you don't have to. I think it's a good idea because you don't have to keep it online. And a friend of mine, a buddy of mine.
I don't have to keep it offline.
So this one you always have to keep it connected, and if you travel, it's offline, so your agents won't run. My friend, he bought a Mac Mini and used it, and then he traveled and he left it in a hotel room, and now he all of the programs you don't have if you run it in the cloud.
Already going VPS.
Yeah, okay, if you have it, right? Sure, doesn't matter. It's all the same. Yeah, then I'll leave. Sorry guys, my co-founder is starving, so I have to leave. But it's pretty much that. Following through, go to the website. There's a setup. There's a setup page. Yeah, you try it out. Yeah, you agree. Always agree. Image, and in theory, probably. So what I recommend, whatever, if anybody who uses Railway, I recommend install the CLI from Railway, which CLI, the command line interface, which allows you to directly SSH into the container. It's just like for your if you use the terminal, you can use that to do stuff. Yeah. I think it's with Brew. Yeah, but I think it's with Homebrew. You have Brew. It's just like Brew install Railway. Wait. Leaving? Yeah, leaving. My co-founder is starving.
See you.
See you, man. Yeah, let's do. Almost stole it. Almost got away with it.
Everyone's hearing you. Yeah. Karaoke. Let's do a karaoke.
Yeah, no, definitely. But we're thinking of getting to right here. Well, yeah, we've got some friends there. But we haven't seen saying 2 months here, and then we're going to go from just below competition more. Nice. You guys are. Oh, nice. yeah, or like saying like that. No, I guess I guess it's something you have to verify surfing and then go to 2000, right? Okay, but you've been up north. Yeah. You're almost there. Actually did that. I'm looking for similar. Here, the convention is very much more like the nature of supervision, but everyone's it's good. Not exactly. We're finding like places where so yeah, we've got some friends who's friends in context. Very nice. It feels like something. Like, yeah, I guess it's a bit more of like I'm not sure if it's very much I mean, all the people in China. Oh, yeah. So it's very important, and it's better than easy place to use. No, one server doesn't. I came over actually this. So it's not changing situation. Now what is not it's been 5 years about now.
Ué,
Agora a gente faz
não, uma prova disso é que o cara que fez o OpenFlow falou que já tem um tempo que ele não aprova mais o código. Ele manda fazer e já manda para o Git e já está no produto.
É possível, só que assim, vai te exigir talvez metade do tempo que você ponderar o seu processo. Porque assim, passo a passo, desde o momento que você começa a formatar o projeto, conseguir orquestrar esse papai de line ali, e assim, a gente está testando. Que nem estrutura de dados e algoritmo, é uma fila encadeada. Você sabe o nó atual e o próximo nó. Você vai resolvendo o problema da explosão e depois manda para o e aí, a partir disso, você consegue uma forma para fazer. E aí, só que assim, você tem muita visão a tendência entre as ações. Porque eu tô amanhã tem uma live para fazer lá pela Rocket City e eu vou fazer essas aulas dele, cada aula com decisão. Cada decisão, por exemplo, eu vou incluir desde a decisão de sempre comunidade do pré, o serviço se eu vou usar o serviço, vou botando consigo fazer criar porque hoje você e construir então, assim, só pelo volume de você usa
Eu levo uma semana instalando OpenCloud e ChatGPT, eu penso que é melhor se o cara tivesse feito tudo e eu não estou lendo, falando, mas então, chega um ponto que eu entendo que você faz tudo isso porque começou,
semana comenzaron a aparecer diseño, comenzaron a levantar GitHub, frameworks. Se eu faço agora, não seria melhor eu estar na máquina. Eu tenho muita confiança de que esse também vai me perguntar algumas coisas. Falar, olha, tenho este problema, tenho essa meta, fazer uma animação automático. Essa noção de que se você precisa cada um tem um software,
Não, eu acho que pode funcionar, mas o principal do Open Cloud é open source. E ele é mínimo. O principal é você usar o Open Cloud, construir em cima, aprender e meio que virar dev. Por isso que tem tanta... que o crescimento foi tão drástico, porque você começa, mas aí você começa a personalizar, entendeu? Não é parte do processo.
É ineludível. É parte do processo
Sim, do jeito que é hoje, mas
fazer um website. Basicamente, hoje é isso. Você ter acesso ao sistema operacional para ele fazer o que você querer fazer.
Chegou agora?
Isso que tu falou aí, que eu cheguei atrasado.
Chegou e vai para
um aluno CDL, um aluno é o caminho mais fácil.
E não sei, eu acho que falta experiência.
A mais
Pelo jeito da liberdade. Uma meta, um gol, e achar que eu sinto
fazer de trade, não é? Não, você falou que quer fazer dinheiro. Faz assim. Não, faz assim, ó. Começa a falar sobre você pro agente. Faz um prompt mesmo. Falar você
isso hoje eu tudo, mas aí pensei, será interessante de manipular.
Esse pessoal que faz terapia usa os agentes para fazer autoterapia. Confortos mentais aí.
tem que ter, né?
Isso é um exercício.
Estão fazendo, eles dependendo da máquina que você tem, vale 50 pessoas. Já pensou?
Mas estou pegando esse Open Cloud, ele entra para concorrer com a
é totalmente do ser humano. O pessoal, na verdade, está... O OpenClaw, ele automatiza, vai criar uma coisa que ele faz. Aí você... Agora sim, eu estou fazendo uma das diferentes a gente nesse sentido que o OpenClaw ele trabalha na sua própria máquina, seu próprio HD.
Famoso pequeno, você
Agora ele, porque o OpenClaw saiu agora, ele não consegue conectar. Mas tem consegue rodar as LLMs não pagando por token, mas locais no seu computador. Então, ele tem uma skill nova agora que ele faz.
Porque o custo do codex é $200 por mês. Você tem acesso a tudo.
Esse aqui, ó, ele começa com uma tarefa, ele vai se ensinando até chegar no resultado. Assim, durante a noite. Você põe ele para rodar de noite, ele vai fazendo esse ciclo aqui várias vezes. Quando chega de manhã, ele já se ensina várias coisas. Então, você vai pagar bastante, mas esse local na sua máquina é uma máquina potente. Não, vou pegar no. Se você, por exemplo, eu tenho um Mac Mini, eu tenho é básico. Mas se ele tiver um Mac Mini com uma memória muito boa, eu baixo os melhores modelos e aí não desenho coisa. Eu tenho que ter Codex, você tem um limite. Tá, eu tenho que ver então, mas mesmo assim,
Ele fala que tem termos de uso, les podrían ter baneado.
Sim.
Era aqui usando com o risco de ser baneado.
Não, o Cláudio falou que não pode usar a assinatura.
Quiero decir lo que tú falas.
Não, mas é porque assim, quando você tem um modelo local, se não. Dá para pôr na tela?
Está lendo de GPS. Acceso a mayor cosa posible para hacer ese
Yes. E, cara, você fica assim, caraca, velho. O chat GPT é bonitinho demais, aí dá um negócio aí quando você entra, mas você entende aquele bonitinho ali é um. Isso nem chegou a ter.
O que eu ia falar é, quando você tem um modelo local, você não mais vai fazer, não mais vai pensar do mesmo jeito. Você vai começar a fazer tarefas que são muito maiores do que você faz hoje. Porque vai ser mais rápido e vai ser compounding. Você vai fazer uma coisa que vai ligar. O que eu achei mais fácil fala para o agente escrever um livro. Ele pode ser que ele escreva um livro de uma vez, mas você pode fazer assim: faça uma página. E amanhã, olha a primeira página, leia a primeira página e faça a segunda. No dia seguinte, olha as páginas anteriores e faça a próxima. Aí no final você vai ter um livro, certo?
Eu sou diretor, não. Primeira página ok, pode melhorar esse aí.
Porque ele faz vai olhando. É só um exemplo. Pode ser 1 hora, 2 horas. Ou só para você. Pode ser quando acabar. Quando acabar. Pode ser.
Eso tan poderoso. Esse eu acho que é tão forte.
Ele vai fazer isso tão rápido. Só depende do seu hardware. Da sua memória. Se você tiver 128, 256 GB de RAM, ele vai fazer o que você fez em 3, ele faz em meia hora, 20 minutos, ele faz assim. E aí você manda ele fazer em 5, vai ser. A hora que isso começar, vai ser difícil. Não, aqui não. Não, aqui agora o homem de fato dá para usar em vídeo também, mas é basicamente
Esse é o objetivo. A gente tem que estudar isso. Aí, hoje em dia, tem vários outros. Eles são muito bons, mas é porque o óculos, ele é fora de série, né? Mas aí, daqui a pouco tem um aí. Porque a competição é muito legal. Ele não mas aí, na hora de você pagar orquestrar, fazer o planejamento, você pega local, ele lembra o local e você
Está usando local?
eu uso também.
Mas você que usa mais. Quanto você está gastando por mês em tudo?
Agora eu estou gastando menos. Eu já gastei mais de $1.000 por mês.
Totalmente em cloud.
Finalmente, ó, ele terminou a primeira parte, aí ele para aqui e faz a pergunta para o humano, ó. Ele para aqui e dá um report. E aí, ele faz a pesquisa toda para mim. Nesse caso, ele está só. Nesse caso, ele faz a pesquisa e faz o conteúdo para mim postar. Aí ele faz ele faz também. Só que aí no caso eu vou fazer 4 imagens de modelos diferentes, e aí pega o modelo que eu mais gosto para olhar para as 4 imagens e fazer uma imagem nova. A tarefa posta. Exatamente.
Esse daqui usa modelos baratos?
Então, esses usam modelos locais. Você vê aqui, ó. Minimax.
E qual escolher você foi testando assim, para a tarefa?
Esses aqui.
Mais
Esse aqui para mim é o melhor. E esse aqui é para fazer código.
Se você tivesse que comprar uma máquina agora para colocar
vai nos Estados Unidos, compra e compra.
Sim, então eu sei, mas compra o quê? Laptop?
Eu compraria o preço vai. E aqui no caso você paga mais. E ainda tem risco de você olhar
Vamos llamar
ele consome muita energia e faz muito barulho. Ele fica meio. Tem que limitar. Naquilo ele é muito utilizado. É muito utilizado Ele vai embora.
E daí as pessoas
Poderíamos sempre pegar para ele, e vai ter discussões gratuitas, à medida que ele pode ser tornado tipo, vai passando para a versão. Pode. No meu caso, eu fiz vários agentes. Aí eu fiz vários agentes. Cada agente é especialista. Esse que faz código, outro faz o currículo. E eles, cada um, eles estão um modelo diferente. Outros modelos só que para fazer isso tudo, eu uso um modelo. É porque eu faço isso aqui para fazer
con Open Cloud. Con curso, claro, mas não com Open Cloud. Isso aqui
o Open Cloud é esse aqui. Esse aqui é o agente que faz ele próprio. E aí ele usa esse modelo. Só que eu uso ele só de vez em quando.
Depois que eu faço com Cloud Code, tá com Poxa, tu poderia falar para Cloud Code, me faz uma interface, que ele faz também, ele faria.
Hoje ele faz, ele não sabia, agora ele sabe.
Uma maluca ali no. Olha, qual era o modelo? Esses blocos são gratuitos, mas uma maneira de retroalimentar e aí todo tipo de evento torna isso. Agora não lembro. Chega a usar esse tipo de. Agora é só os principais agentes que eu faço
Esse aqui faz o código. Então eu pego o código, jogo aqui para ele, ele analisa para mim. Essa aqui faz só o grafismo de file. Esse aqui faz todo o faz as coisas Esse sou eu, esse aqui é o Cloud, a gente coordena os outros. E voltou, aí essa aqui também é forte.
How long would you say it took to make the UI? Is it like fairly trivial and fast? No. It took a lot of money.
Well, I've been working for 6 weeks on it.
6 weeks.
Yeah. And but maybe the UI took maybe 2 to 3 weeks.
Was it when you're a developer, or was it mostly for like
So let's say I'm a project manager. I'm not a developer. I know. Yeah. Well, I used to run a company like with So now I just run AI, same way that I run.
I think it's like very was inspired by like
Yeah, for sure. But you know, I told it to do like.
But yeah, we're gonna solve all this. Hopefully, full use case.
I used to do like instead of like a normal campaign, I said only do like columns, like because usually I have like backlog and you know like other stuff like this and I just make it just make it good.
Have you done? Do you do any like? I saw a community opened up. Do you do? Have you tried anything like in terms of like making a game?
Yeah, I use so I used
Oh, it was,
yeah,
gotta head out.
so next time like
Yeah, that was amazing. Thank you so much.
you guys there, so
Yeah, probably that for a little while.
You guys come here
He's leaving tomorrow. So we have to plan our next one.
I have two Bitcoin maxes now. Bitcoin there.
Related to you. I'm interested in discussions of vamos fazer
That's what we do.
One question about for you, is the biggest advantage over like code systems you're getting more like co-work and passively versus using this? For me,
Downtown. Cidade Baixa. Eles estão geralmente falar em português. A impressão no sentido. Esse assunto também. Mas a inteligência só daqui se falaram assim.
que precisa te convencer de que esto es a maioria das pessoas com as que falam, eu imagino que você mas também tem um cara que está mundial, testar você mesmo, né? Desafiar a ontologia do mundo, do ser humano.
Não, é sábado.
Conversar especificamente.
Olá, né?
Ao futuro.
Como que chama o lugar? Olá. Vai querer conhecer.
Sim, porque depende, né? Seria, né? Não sei se a maioria mora por aí. Não sei.
É mais do que 93. Na próxima, eu. Ali na frente, eu tinha ligado no vídeo do o X. Virou o time. Virou o Adriano. Oi? O Adriano é a pessoa que tem mais vídeos. Não, mas tá no topo do. Tô no top 10 ainda. Tá? Não, tá no. Com certeza.
Com certeza, vai.
É da história.
Não, pelo menos nas especiais do.
Três anos de especiais. Nem eu.
Nem todos, eu falei.
Não. Paramos.
Trabalhando. Pega a pouco ele vai dar. Pega a pouco ele vai dar.
Estou bem a câmera aqui. Cara. Ótimo, treino de corrida. E eu amo o Watch, comprei há 3 meses.
Não.
Dia ou de noite? De madrugada, vão lá de casa. Camisa. Ele tava em casa. Camisa do Brasil. Minha camisa do Brasil da 21. Levaram meu tênis ouro. Tipo, segurança, cara. Tava cheio de câmera e tudo mais. Pô, entendeu? Pô.
Não, mas aí aconteceu, aí o dono do lugar lá mandou as câmeras.
Eu ligado as câmeras. Assim, ela tá aqui. Não tinha nada. Sabe que câmera depois de uma semana? É um lugar onde tá. Não tem mais. E tipo, alguém levou coisa e os caras vão lá pegar a câmera. Bem específico. Não, bem específico. Não, agora eu tô levando a câmera. Agora deu, porque eu mudei agora, paguei o.
A gente tá em José, mas não é Dinamarca.
Paguei calção.
Não é internacional. Tradicional. Aqui é. Ali é tradicional. A gente tem que dar uma casinha. Não, né? Ali.
Não sei,
É mais seguro, será?
sabe aquele professor que.
Roubaram o iogurte e não levaram as bebidas. Acho que era evangélico.
Não, tipo,
Levaram como favor, levaram os iogurtes e não levaram as bebidas.
Mas é coisa de mulher. Igual levaram a camisa social, que eu tenho umas baita, não levaram nada. Tem uma calça, mano, de 200 dólares. Aí tipo, era pra ser um bate-papo. Eu não tinha. Agora? Sexta. Sexta, sabe? Sexta. Não, sexta. Sim. Sexta de madrugada. E aí, eu tava fazendo bate-volta para pegar comida lá em casa.
Sabe para a gente curar?
Não foi.
Tava em casa.
Eu acho que eu já sabia que era gringo. Já tinha uma.
Não, né? Eu sabia que estava aberto. Não, então, é que uma coisa, olha, o dono do lugar não fez nada. E, tipo, falou assim: se você quiser sair, você sai. Não é que dá. Isso aí já aconteceu antes. Os caras sempre vão ali, o cara sabe.
E o cara no grupo, esse é o condomínio, ele não mandou que eu fui roubado. Ele falou que as pessoas foram registradas pelo condomínio.
Eu quando eu fui, eu era o primeiro. Não sei falei, foi em novembro de 2004. E aí tinha uma bicicleta nova. E daí o que aconteceu? O cara, o dono da casa, deixou o portão aberto. E daí o cara entrou e levou a bicicleta. Ele falou assim: se eu olhar aí, tinha câmera. Se eu olhar na câmera, ele fica pequenininha, ele viu que foi dele. E aí o cara muito dele. Mas tipo assim, não, o cara mal, o cara lá. O cara foi ele, a culpa dele que fez o portão da casa.
Cara, eu achei que na frente, tipo, a câmera pegando o negócio.
Não calçando.
Aí eu falei,
olha só, aí o cara falou, pode sair se quiser.
Tipo, se
aí
tiver.
Aí ele falou assim, então vou sair. Era se botar um Tá de folgado. Largou lá, mas não largava. Aí eu já. Porque minha mãe advogada, ela mora aqui, aí ela falou: chama uma advogada que eu pago.
Eu sou filho. Aí tem que chamar a polícia.
Eu vou ter que sair agora, começo
do negócio e.
Mas ainda assim, provavelmente vai e se eu ganhar ainda todos os outros meses que eu paguei, ela vai ter. Depois ainda vou dar um. O vento é assim,
É que pra mim,
eu como sou daqui, eu conheço muita gente. A minha irmã é advogada, ela conhece.
Aí esse aqui, sabe? Eu tava no mesmo, tipo, eu fui no Uber, aí eu ia pegar a comida de volta pra casa, não sei. Se me vier, acho que não dá para divulgar esse negócio, não. Ela do Rio Grande do Sul, mas ela não conhece isso daqui. Fizeram, porque eu acho que assim, cara, se o cara tinha câmera e tá desligado, é estranho, cara. Tá errado. Mano, mês. Eu assim, só pra te perguntar pra uma pessoa que tem situação, pra ver quais são os teus direitos em relação a isso. Mês que o cara tipo, não, eu nunca tinha visto minha casa. Tem a sua conversa em São Paulo? Não, foi. Eu tinha mulher falando na conversa no horário. Eu tinha visto, tá mal aqui. Mas igual conversa aqui, né? Não sei, eu não entendo, né? Mas ela disser, não, isso aí. Não precisa pagar advogado, já joga nas calças, entendeu? Gui, tu tá ao vivo aí, né? Tá ao vivo. Não, se quiser, eu faço com entendeu? E agora não é nem tuas coisas, é continuar ali dançando quando não continua. Cara, então, e daí, às vezes, os caras sabem que é que começou com o Alex, uma vez para trabalhar com ele, sempre criado. Um cara que ameaçava. Aí.
Se você está bem melhor do que a conversa.